Okay, today is Wednesday, April the 8th, and we are about to publish another blog on our Legal Leads website. And today's article is actually a pivot from some of the topics we typically discuss, which is super aggressive Google ad campaigns or personal injury lawyers or how to improve your LSAs or meta TV radio. This is actually about things that you can do as an attorney, for free or in a very affordable way to attract auto accident leads. And the reason for today's blog was a article written by Search Engine Journal, which I'm going to go ahead and bring up here and share my screen. So this is a recent article that was published by Search Engine Journal, and it's talking about how Google is testing swipeable location carousels in search ads and why this is important. And essentially, Google does stuff periodically to try to improve search. And if you are a personal injury lawyer or a marketing company who is trying to land signed MDA retainers or auto accident leads for your clients, trying to capitalize on some of the updates from Google can be beneficial to not only improving the quality of the cases you bring in, but the quantity. Now, again, today's article is not necessarily about Google Ads. It's more about affordable ways to get car accident cases without having to buy ads. This swipeable feature, even though it is predominantly talking about search ads, is also going to be a component with inside Google Map locations. Okay. And so this article triggered us to want to provide additional ways that personal injury lawyers can land quality case leads for car crashes without having to break your bank. So, without further ado, I want to touch on five things that you can do right now at your practice without putting your credit card on file with Google Ads, without buying signed MVA retainers, without running meta ads. Number one, focusing on AI placements. So one of the things that you can do is write well quality blog articles, and you can use large language modules. You can also utilize additional content funnels to try to get ranked within those AI sections. You can do things such as, but not limited to, run content personalization campaigns through HubSpot. You can use Active Campaign. You can do additional things to come up in ChatGPT or Jasper or WriteSonic. There are ways that you can improve your AI placements, and that doesn't cost you money like Google Ads does. The second thing you can do along the content angle is you can create really effective organic content silos, and you can do things in the manner of Q&A FAQs. Not only will the FAQ question and answer type of writing style help you come up in AI better, but a lot of your potential clients may put, how do I get paid after an auto accident, or what happens if I have uninsured motorist coverage, but the person who hit me doesn't have coverage, or how quickly can I get paid after a car crash, or how can I get a free rental car after someone else hit me in an accident? Writing effective content silos, answering those questions, and especially if you optimize it to rank locally in your area, those are things you can do for free, and you can become the end all be all of knowledge about auto accidents in your market. Okay, and that again, this is free. You just sit down at your computer and say, what are the top 4 or 5 questions that clients ask me? You know, auto accident representation better than an SEO company. You know what happens legally in a car crash case better than a marketing company. So write about it, okay? The next thing that you can do for free, and again, you don't have to have some type of Hollywood setup. I'm filming this blog with a little $50 camera on one of my computer monitors. You don't have to overthink it. Do not get paralysis by analysis when it comes to this next part. Make YouTube videos in your office. There is nothing more powerful than a video, in my opinion. There's an old saying, a picture's worth 1,000 words. Well, if a picture is worth 1,000 words, then a video is priceless. And if you're in a market and you are consistently publishing videos about auto accident injury representation, how you analyze a case, how maybe talk about a high profile case where you had to bring in experts or reconstruct the accident. Talk about rental car coverage. Talk about how insurance companies may try to push an accident injury victim into a quicker settlement if they're not represented by a lawyer, and how more often than not, once an attorney gets involved, the insurance company plays ball and you're able to obtain them a larger settlement. Talk about these things on camera, film it, post it to your YouTube channel, write a little blog about it, insert the link from the YouTube video into the blog. Again, these are things that you can do all by yourself for free, and they'll go a long way, especially in your local community. People will find that video on YouTube. They'll find that video on Google. It doesn't cost any money to do it, and they'll call you from it. The next big thing, optimizing your Google business profile. There's nothing preventing you from diving into your Google business profile, optimizing it, adding in the types of injury cases you take. You can even break it down even super specific about MVAs. If you want to get into motor vehicle accidents, you could talk about auto accidents. You could talk about commercial truck accidents. You could talk about motorcycle accidents. You could talk about Uber accidents. You could talk about Lyft accidents. You could talk about DUI related crashes. You could talk about rear end accidents. You could talk about catastrophic accidents. You can create all this information on your Google My Business profile, also get reviews. You can write Google My Business posts on there. You can insert links to videos. These are all things that you can do absolutely for free by yourself. You can even go ahead and create free citations and get quality citations to increase your NAP score all by yourself for free. All of this are things you can do without a marketing company, without putting a credit card on file for anything. You can do this yourself for free. In addition to those routes, there are also affordable things you can do. May cost a little bit of money, but not a lot of money, and they definitely do not cost as much money as running $100,000 or $200,000 a month Google ad campaign. Now, again, I want to be blunt and pause here. We love Google ads. We hands down believe that Google ads is the best way to get cases for motor vehicle accidents. If you were trying to aggressively obtain signed MVA cases, signed MVA retainers, you're looking for car accident leads, auto accident leads, Google ads hands down is the best. But not every law firm can afford it, and even the law firms that can afford it still need to diversify their marketing campaigns. Here's why. If you spend $100,000 on Google ads, okay, and you get 20 car accident cases, it's $5,000 a case. But if you get, let's pull it up real quick for the math, show you real fast. Let's just say that you spent $100,000 on Google ads in 1 month, and you got 20 cases. It's $5,000 cost per acquisition. But let's just say that for $100,000, you got 20 cases from your paid ads. But let's say you got 3 cases because people clicked on an organic funnel or an AI funnel. Let's say you got 1 case from organic social media and maybe 1 case from an organic video. Now you got 5 additional cases that didn't cost you any money. So that $100,000 for 20 cases, you divide that by 25, you dropped your cost per acquisition by over $1,000 a case. Okay? This is why it is so important to have multiple funnels rather than just paid ads. So this next section might cost a little bit of money. It's not free, but it is nowhere near as expensive as Google ads. So affordable options. You can do banners at local schools. How many of you are in Texas or Tennessee or Oklahoma or Kansas or Arkansas or Georgia or Alabama or even parts of California where high school football is king? Get a banner on the field. People get in accidents. Invest money in the local school. Sponsor a local youth sports team. Okay? Sponsor a Girl Scout troop or a Boy Scout troop. Okay? Get involved in the community. Network with other attorneys. You're a PI lawyer if you're watching this video. Well, I bet you know a workers' comp attorney, or a family law lawyer, or an estate planning attorney, or a criminal lawyer. Network with your local lawyers who don't do what you do. Share information back and forth. Give each other referrals. You scratch their back, they scratch yours. That doesn't cost you any money, okay? We talked about earlier videos. I'm going to touch on it again. Create a podcast. You can get a $50 camera and a little lapel mic or a headset. It doesn't cost much money. You can use AI tools for either pennies on the dollar or free to edit that video for you. Create a weekly podcast. Talk about cases in your office. Talk about things you're seeing in the legal world related to MVAs. Talk about what's going on with you and maybe you hired a new attorney. The point is, get your videos out there. So create a weekly podcast. That's minimum money, okay? And then after you have a solid pipeline and you've got money coming in, then if you want to dip your toes into some more aggressive stuff, that's when you can jump into Google Ads, LSAs, TV, radio, all that kind of stuff. And for that, yes, I would recommend either bringing somebody in-house who knows how to do it or working with a reputable company. We're not the only company out there that does this. There are a number of reputable agencies out there who would be happy to help you with more aggressive campaigns. But before you go down that route, always try to figure out what you can do by yourself in your office without spending money to try to bring in quality cases. If you are a personal injury lawyer and you're interested in auto accident liens or signed MVA retainers or learning about how we can help you fill your pipeline, give us a call, 805-273-8791, 805-273-8791, or visit us at www.lucrativelegal.com. Take care, have a good day, and happy hunting when it comes to getting quality MVAs.